Welcome back to another Survivor 50 episode ranking. Today I will be ranking the current players that are left in the game after episode 10. Now, this was one of the craziest episodes I have ever seen, with one of the craziest tribal councils almost ever. The stakes were so high because of the Mr. Beast twist, and it has changed a lot in this tribe dynamic, and I'm excited to talk about it here. So, with all due respect, in number 9 and last place, I have Tiffany. It's kind of obvious why she's here. I haven't put her at the very bottom because she was in a good spot to where if she made some big moves, there was a chance for her to maybe come back and be a favorite to win it all, but she hasn't done anything. And so I don't think she's any shot to win. She hasn't gotten barely any edit time. Maybe had like one confessional during this entire episode. Has had like 3 confessionals over the past like 3 weeks. Even though she won immunity, she wasn't a huge part of anything going on within the tribe. She's just kind of non-existent. She hasn't been targeted because she's had immunity for the past 2 weeks, but like she hasn't done anything to solidify herself as winner status for me. So I don't think there's any shot she wins, so she's in last place for me. And number 8, I have Emily. Emily, out of all the people who I could see winning the game besides Tiffany, Emily is the least likely to win for me. And I mean, she has kind of screwed herself over to the point where she's known as non-trustworthy and she blabs her mouth too much. Like, she's given up secrets that have cost her alliances. Valuable information is very important in this game, and Emily has a very tough time of keeping it under wraps. Her alliance is somewhat in a power position because she is closely aligned with Rick Devens. She's probably his number 1 ally left in the game. She has close ties with Aubrey, but she's made very important enemies out of Jonathan, Cirie, Ozzy, Rizzo. So she has a lot of enemies. She's not very trustworthy. She doesn't have any protection. So that's why I have her 8. And number 7, I have Joe. Joe is kind of in the same boat as Tiffany, where he hasn't really been doing anything strategically these past few days. The only things he's kind of been doing are being dominant in physical challenges. He's been like the number 1 immunity winner so far this year. He's won 2 times. He works really closely with Tiffany, but other than that, and kind of Jonathan. But other than that, he's not in a great position right now because Stephanie just went home. Cirie's alliance kind of just won the power struggle between Jonathan's alliance and Cirie's alliance. And now Cirie's alliance has all the power. They can make all the decisions. And right now, I would say they have the sway votes of the people in the middle, which are Aubrey, Rick Devens, and Emily. So Joe is not in a great position. I could easily see him being a target for this next episode. And we'll just have to see, but I don't think he's in a very good position. Number 6, I have Aubrey. Aubrey is in a low-profile target situation where she is not necessarily doing anything to stir waves like Devens and Aubrey are in the middle, and she is in this middle where she can sway the votes. But the problem with Aubrey is that people realize that, and they realize how dangerous she is as a player from previous survivors. They know how strategic she is, and they don't want to let her get to the end. She did get a couple votes from Stephanie this past tribal council, and I think that's starting to bring awareness to where Aubrey is standing in this game. And I don't think she necessarily has the same protection as other people that are in the middle to keep herself safe enough. So that's why I have her at number 6. At number 5, I have Rick. And Rick jumped up massively in my rankings because he won the Mr. Beast twist. He got the coin flip correct, and now he had immunity that one night where he probably would have gone home just so the chaos didn't have to be chaos. He has an immunity idol now, which, here we go. We have Rick with an idol. We have Rizzo with an idol. We have Ozzy with an idol. Getting down to the end of it is going to be insane. We might have another advantage again and again. So I'm excited for what that comes down to. But Rick Devens has way more power than he used to. And he has a decent amount of alliances. He has alliance with Aubrey, Emily. He has good connections with Cirie, Ozzy, and Rizzo after working with them to get Stephanie out and not betraying them. So that's good on his part. But he is a huge threat, but he does have some protection, so that's why I have him at number 5. At number 4, I have Ozzy. Ozzy dropped a little bit in my rankings, and not by a lot, and it wasn't anything huge. I just thought the person number 3 is playing a better game and more strategically than Ozzy is right now. Ozzy's still in a very good position. He's in that power alliance with Cirie, Rizzo, and himself, but I do think he is the weakest to win out of those 3, and I think there's one more person from outside his alliance that might have a better shot to win than him just based off their strategic abilities. And that person at number 3 is Jonathan. Jonathan has surprised me so much this season. He was not strategic really at all in Season 42, relied on Omar for a lot of his strategic decisions, and he has now become the leader of his alliance ever since Coach was booted off a couple episodes ago. And now he went from what I thought was like the worst position in the game, such an easy physical target, to now he's in the final 9 with a alliance with Joe, Tiffany, and he has decent connections with Cirie, although I do feel like they've been blown up now after the Stephanie vote, but we'll just have to see where it lies after that. But I feel like he could talk himself out of it, figure out a way to make Rick Devens look more like a target, especially after this Mr. Beast coin flip, make the people in the middle look more like a target. So I could definitely see Jonathan using the social skills that he's picked up this season, using the strategic skills he's picked up this season, and making it so he gets himself far enough to the point where he is still a huge physical threat. He could easily win out if he gets far enough, and if he does, I feel like he has a very, very good shot of winning this game. At number 2, I have Cirie. And Cirie has been playing a phenomenal game. She's been masterminding everything. Everything. And again, for the 3rd week in a row, the only reason I don't have her at number 1 is because she doesn't have an idol. And if anybody goes for that alliance, they will probably go after Cirie because she doesn't have an idol and it's a safer play. That is the only reason Cirie's number 2, and I could see her being the threat or the victim of a huge move. The only person I have over Cirie and my number 1 person in this game for the 3rd straight week in a row is again Rizzo. And it's because his threat level, other than Devens targeting him and Chrissy targeting him, has been really low. He has Cirie and Ozzy as shields. He has an idol, and he's in the power alliance with Cirie and Ozzy. So I feel like he could go very far in the game, and I have yet to see anything that proves me otherwise. So let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.